Savage. Real talk, no filter on Savaged Unfiltered. Savaged.
One thing is first, bear with me, because I'm a little fucking pissed off, because I'm using a voiceover mic instead of my regular condenser mic. So, yeah, I'm a little fucking pissed off. But anyway, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Savage Unfiltered. And also, too, guys, thanks for checking us out on Roku. That's right, guys. Welcome to Roku. Savage Unfiltered will be part of the Roku family. So this actually won't air until the first week of March, but got to get it in a little early. So, yeah. So all of that you just heard, yeah, guys, I kind of stepped into the future a little bit from the past of saying the wording. I feel like fucking Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Don't hit the time machine, Marty. So anyway, guys, welcome on to the show. Got Jokester Joe with us. Welcome, Joe. Joe.
Michael Gardner Unleashed, hey? Rumor has it you prefer being led around by the leash, but, you know,
Yeah.
let's not get into your bedroom habits.
No, please don't do that, Joe. You know, we had the lovely Beth, you know, Shaky's wife, do that voiceover at the end, and I don't know if you've heard the voiceover, guys, in that intro there, but that was actually part of a conversation I had with Sage Outcast on the lovely podcasting world, and including X here. That guy's he got another one for me, Joe. He hates me. That's another clueless fucking idiot. He hates me, man. Hates me. But,
well, yeah. Shout out to the leftovers of Clueless Nation there too. Hi, Clueless Nation. We're not calling the whole nation clueless if this is your first time seeing us on Roku channel.
Terrible, Joe.
We are we are talking about a probably former podcaster now, not going to give his name, but his show was Blank Nation, so I coined calling him Clueless Nation.
I put him off the air, Joe. He's no longer on a podcasting network.
Yeah, so. And the other thing for the intro, since Roku is visual. I like that you chose the old ABC black and white television test pattern type shirt today.
Oh yeah, you like this? Huh? I look like you know what I look like, guys? You remember that old movie with I had to, first of all, before I say that, Joe, I had to turn the volume down. I'm like, it sounded like I was screaming there for a minute, but you know, anyway. No, I look like Alec Baldwin, dude, from like Beetlejuice 1. Remember when he's like, hey, we're wearing the same shirts. Or Marty,
yeah. Huh? I was thinking maybe you were going back to although Steve Martin didn't wear a shirt like that in the movie, but dead men don't wear plaid, thinking black and white plaid because that was a black and white movie. So
That's right. So we got a good one for you today, guys. We got
and a lot more topical references, like me mentioning dead men don't wear plaid.
I was about to say who the hell we have, and Joe just kind of sneaks right in there on me. What the hell, man? That's Joe for you, man. Joe doesn't know like the cues, I guess. Yeah.
I'm taking over the ship. It's a mutiny.
I'm telling you, Joe. No, we got the artist formerly known as Wes on the show today. I want to know why he calls himself the artist formerly known as Wes. Did the old character, did he die out or something or whatever, man? I don't know.
But another very topical reference.
Savaged.
For those who will get it, West by Northwest.
Hey, you never know.
For the older folks in the audience who will understand what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, he's got this thing called, I'm reading it here. It's the excellent tuck and roll skills. He's got some skills that he can do tuck and roll.
Are we talking trans today? Tuck?
God, Joe, I hope not, man. What the hell's wrong with you? Guy's gonna be leaving my green room here in the studio in 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck's this wrong? What's
you
wrong
didn't tell me we were having RuPaul on.
RuPaul has become conservative for once. Maybe.
Oh,
Should we bring him in, or we should just kind of stall?
Well, I'm still whacked out on all the cold flu medications, and I had dental work done the other day, so my mouth is sore. So 800 milligram ibuprofens. I'm like, woohoo! It looks great from up here.
No. There's an individual on here, okay, and he's on X, and he seems to be like the troll that will never die. You know them, Joe. Like they're worse than a fucking roach, man.
Yeah. I was
Literally
part of the original, the Mighty 200 that Hillary attacked on then Twitter.
Yep.
And after Politico came out with the ad mentioning Hillary, me and 199 other Americans across the United States trying the Russian collusion delusion. We're all Russian agents and Russian bots and crap on us before she bought the Steele dossier and applied it to Trump. They tested it on Twatter, as I called it.
That's right. And that's why probably you're banned still from X. I mean, 250,000 followers that Joe has here on the show, and still Elon, guys. Elon, I know you're probably listening to the broadcast here. Please, man. Oh, maybe he's listening. I don't know. He's a busy man, but if he is,
somebody at X, please
hit
let
that reinstate
Jay
button.
Leonard Detroit come back. I had 250,000 followers, and so yes, I'm well familiar after that Politico ad came out, doxing my ID more or less.
Yeah.
I certainly had plenty of trolls in my days.
No. This guy that I want to basically talk about here on the show with Wes, our guest here, that we're going to bring in here momentarily. Joe, he's a fucking sick son of a bitch, man. And I don't like to burn people in public, but I mean, this guy deserves to be burned. Because what he is doing right now is literally disgusting. Gaslighting and threatening a child. I mean, come on, man. Who does that shit?
Seriously. It is a sick world, and you need to dox not his address, obviously, but dox his ID over there, so people could go at him. With X. Shout out to our friends at Wham Radio.
Exactly. Shout out to Wham Radio. Thank you very much, guys.
But where was I going with that? Fingers Malloy calls the XX. So shout out to him and Sarah. But
I'm still waiting for an invite to their show, Joe.
Yeah,
have you said anything to them or what, man?
I've reached out to them a few times. They're pretty busy, but
of course.
The point being, community notes now at X.
That's right.
So let people know his handle and let people at him.
Yeah. Hey? Well. What Wes is saying, Wes wishes he had his address so he could send some fucking Hell's Angels over there to square him up. Or whatever, assholes. He's shaking his head. But anyway, guys, let's bring Wes in.
I don't know any Hell's Angels.
Joe, we got to bring this guy in.
Hold on. I gotta let me get my other joke in. I don't know any Hell's Angels, but I know some fourth layer of Dante's Inferno angels. Bum.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say that went right over my head, man. Forgot. No, we got to bring him in. This guy's been like 20 minutes now in the green room. But anyway, guys, this is the artist formerly known as Wes. Welcome in, Wes. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well. So Wes, man, I have to ask you a question, before we kind of, properly introduce you. Well, actually, let's properly introduce you. What is the whole thing the artist formerly known as Wes? Like, were you known as like another persona, or did you kill it off, or did you go into a split persona type of thing? Like, what's going on, man?
No, well, okay. So my original account on Twitter back in the day, I went under my actual name, and I had that for like 6-7 years, and then I killed it off because it just wasn't working for me. Okay. And then around like 2018, I think I came back on, and I had a persona. It was just kind of, fitting the profile of what existed.
Michael Gardner, Uncut.
Throughout the last 7 years, I've had multiple identities, just to kind of blend in. So I'm kind of, formerly known as my original name. Yeah. That's all it is. It's just a reinvention, if you will.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, well, Michael Gardner, a.k.a. Savage, isn't as formerly known as, he is always known as a dumbass.
Thanks, Joe.
Love you, brother. I love you, brother. Just some brotherly love fun.
I heard the "love you, brother" once. Let's just say it once. I would get that whole sexual homosexual activity out the window. Joe.
Hey, that's why we the Shotcasters, baby.
You're damn right. Yeah, that's right. We're not
we'll
broadcasting.
Go there. This is an awake cast, not a woke cast.
Yeah.
Well,
so
from a loft-style studio in downtown Tampa brings you a show so raw, our production screams it out in the truth.
Joe was like, he came up with this concept about about a year ago, Joe?
2.5 years ago, but we finally started using it kind of last year, because my show, my own personal show, is a Christian show, Christitutionalist. I'm a bit of a shockcaster there, but in a different way. Here we do shocking language. There I do just PG related, but shocking topics to some people. They, it's like, that's in the Bible? That's not what I thought was there. Oh my God. People twisting and warping the Bible. I got to set them straight. It's shockcaster in a different sense than we are here.
Sometimes you have to kind of sneak in, Wes, a little bit with Joe, because if you don't, he'll carry the whole fucking program, man. But no, like I want to talk about this character, man. He's becoming a nuisance on X, and he's becoming that troll that just won't die on the platform. I mean, he's gaslighting everybody. He's gaslighted me numerous of times, making assumptions about me that are not true, and then he gaslights other people. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Is the mental illness gone to a level where it can't be contained anymore or controlled, or like what?
Well, okay, so he's been doing it with me too. He's been gaslighting myself and other people around me too. He goes after men, women. Obviously, in recent times, he's gone after kids. And when I say kids, it's, age of majority. So depending on your country, in the United States, it's 21 is the age of majority, correct? So this individual that I made reference to, she's 20. So that's under the age of majority, making her officially a child.
Well, no, not really. The legal age of adulthood in the United States is 18, even though the drinking age is 21. But you are legally an adult under the law and in the courts at 18.
At 18. Okay, very good. But so I mean, he's been targeting all kinds of people, and several times he's been kind of, called out for, his actions, and he has admitted that, he knows he's a shit person, and he wishes that he could change, but he's not willing to do it. So that's very problematic when you can identify that you're not doing, well of yourself or others, and you're not willing to actually put in the effort to change.
Yes, self-examination, not self-censorship, self-reflection. I did a show last month on that, self-reflection, on my YouTube channel, a video-only listener feedback. So a lot of people aren't willing to self-reflect. They can't go into their bathroom, look in their mirror, and be honest with themselves. And if they don't like what they see, to use that word, gaslight themselves. They just lie to themselves.
Well, this is the growing problem, with platforms. I mean, speaking about X, I mean, is it a good thing maybe or a bad thing maybe that Elon has given us the power of the free speech? Has it gone to a level where it can be controlled or uncontrolled? That's my point, Joe. I mean, this is the many problems we're facing, especially these X spaces. I mean, you speak about X spaces a lot, and the Joe guys, he's not a big fan of X spaces, and I wasn't really in the beginning, but I understand why it's become so popular because of people trying to grow their content, to become that content creator, or maybe they have a business they're trying to advertise. So I get why the popularity with X spaces has gone to that level. But,
Ash's book now, even Zuckerberg, who I don't buy for a minute. He's a reformed individual. He's just playing a game now, knowing, with all the suppression of free speech and his actual RICO law conspiratorial actions in working with the deep state agencies to suppress speech before, he just wants to try to hide and run away and move from that. So he's adding community notes, is where I was going with that, to fascist book now too, because as the saying goes, the answer to bad speech or speech you don't like is more speech, and our community note function is great. That should be on every platform to go at those who lie all the fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, this is the growing problem, and my question is, like, the free speech has been given. The power of the free speech has been given on X. I mean, I think X and maybe Truth Social is the only platforms. And then there was some kind of, I guess, statement by Zuckerberg that he is wanting to release the censorship on Facebook. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spend too much time on this because obviously we need to get back to our guest. But Truth Social, even, there is censorship. There are some words they will not let you use. They won't give you a warning, no notice. You could type 2,000 characters, but if that one word or two they won't let you use, when you hit enter, it goes to oblivion. No one sees it. It's not in your timeline. It's not on anyone's timeline. It's nowhere to be found. If you didn't cut and paste it into a notepad document, gone forever, whatever you said over one word, like leftards, retards, faggot. I personally don't usually use that word, but, some people do. But that's part of speech. Again, if you don't like the speech, respond to the speech. Right, Wes?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I completely agree with what you're saying. But at the same time, we still need to manage ourselves and manage people around us. We can't always have everybody around us 24/7. I mean, that's not freedom, right?
Well, I mean,
I could see auto-correcting, so to speak. AI, it checks everything now on these sites. If you don't want the word for whatever, let me make up a word. Blaz-da-da. If blaz-da-da is an unacceptable word, change it to BL and then asterisks.
Right.
Don't completely eliminate, but, kind of mask. I would find that acceptable.
Well, what I was going to bring up is chaos theory. And what we're really seeing here is organized chaos within social media, right? As you just alluded to, is that Elon Musk wants to have an open profile and kind of taking the leadership with that. And you've got Facebook and others that are starting to kind of go that way as well.
Straight from the green room to the crazy room, Savaged and Jokester Joe.
Implementation is there to kind of create control.
But here's my question on that, Wes, if I may chime in. Like, how can we, if the free speech is being allowed on platforms like X and, somewhat TikTok and soon to be Facebook, if it goes that direction with Zuckerberg, right? But let's just talk about X and True Social, because I think those are the only two platforms that free speech is literally allowed on throughout the entire social media universe, if I want to call it that. Sure. How can we like, I don't want to use the word control, but how can we a
happy medium somehow?
Medium something, Joe. I'm losing the words, but I mean, like, how can we have a safe median with people like this guy, this Mike guy on X, and targeting young women and gaslighting and stuff like that? Like, there has to be safety measures put together, because we can't have people on social media partaking this type of activity, whether it's free speech or not, or any
adult to adult is one thing, and that's fine. But indeed, if he's targeting and going at and making lewd and crude suggestions or language towards an actual minor under 18 by law, protected, they don't have a full set of rights. So if someone under 18 is attacking someone, they don't have full free speech rights by law under our Constitution yet, or they are protected online from predators.
I get what you're saying, Joe, but I want to ask a question to Wes here. Wes, has this guy been reported to the platform for this type of behavior at all, or that you know of, or?
Not that I'm aware of. I think for certain instances, for certain case by case point, the individual that was affected, they would have made some report. But again, it's kind of on the basis of projecting, right? I'm kind of identifying that, yes, there's been certain circumstances that you should report for, but I can't confirm or unconfirm that these reports have been made.
And it's sad too, because like that whole, I guess, background of Elon Musk allowing the free speech and the freedom to express yourself, whether you agree with it or not. I mean, I don't agree with it. I think it's disgusting, dangerous behavior. They're target, people like this guy that you're mentioning here, and we're not giving out last names. And but I mean, but I mean, this is an ongoing thing, not just with him. There's dangerous people on these platforms, and this is how, things happen, like human trafficking and sex trafficking, and this has to be addressed on programs like mine and other podcasts, because it's getting to dangerous levels, Joe.
If his profile is public on X, X is a public platform. You can give his handle. Don't give his real, legal last name or anything. What did you say his first name was, Wes? But you could give his handle.
Yeah, so his handle, his profile is Zoner Mike.
What was Zoner Mike?
Correct.
MikeZonerMike?
No. Correct.
He just put it in there. But I mean, these are things that, guys, as a podcaster, as a content creator, whatever, digital radio host, if you want to, I mean, we have so many names now. It's crazy. But I mean, these are the things that we do not want to address on the show. But like stuff like this.
At High Speed Daddy, your mission. Being a dad is one of the best jobs in the world. It's challenging and requires strength, stamina, and the right tools. We see you. That's why we're here to support you with the gear you need to take on the adventures of fatherhood. with confidence and resilience. Whether you're an outdoorsman, businessman, or a go-with-the-flow type, you need gear to keep up with the fast-paced and ever-changing lifestyle of fatherhood. At High Speed Daddy, our mission is to equip modern fathers with rugged and reliable gear by fostering a community of adventurous dads who support and inspire each other. Our innovative products were designed for dads so they can provide, protect, and connect with their families wherever they go. Preparation is half the battle. Dad tested, mom and kids approved. To them, you are safe, secure, reliable, loving, strong. Supportive, protective, courageous, smart, dependable, high speed. You need gear you can rely on for every stage and every adventure. Gear that can keep up and keep you ready for anything.
It's so good. Why is it still going on? You got enjoyment out of this, didn't you?
I did.
Fluffy returns.
Freaking Miami, this is the only place I can pull this off. I can't wear this in LA. They're, hey, estoy ciega. Freaking Mexican DJ Khaled up here. Someone broke into my house. They were looking for a safe. I said, a safe? Did they check the mattress? I grabbed the edge of the bed, right? And I picked it up and I was like, stupid! These guys had no idea they were robbing somebody more ghetto than them.
The man called Fluffy.
To entertain. Here to have fun with everybody. Are we still having fun?
Returns to Netflix.
I fall off the stage tonight. You know that'll make the news. We're standing here live where authorities had this to comment. Fluffy failed. He failed hard. I ain't seen that many white people cry since a Taylor Swift concert. It was bad.
This month on Netflix, The Legend of Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias.
From the heart of Tampa, Florida, comes a show so far from the tracks that our network is just holding by through thread.
Harassment
Save
on
us,
social
folks.
media, because I think it's gotten way out of control. And I don't agree with everything, even with our former president, Joe Biden.
Here's the man called Savaged.
I mean,
What else did you
these are
expect
probably one of
here?
the reasons why, if you guys paid attention in the news, why TikTok was banned for about 10 hours and has been, reinstated under the new Trump administration. But these are the reasons, Joe, why, social media has to be looked at.
Yeah,
I get the
I
free
agree.
speech, though, but I don't get the whole.
And we're dealing
stuff.
with a very serious subject here.
Yeah.
But, Jokester Joe can't pass on the lame pun. So it's Zoner Mike, not Boner Mike, which would be Michelle Obama.
Oh, God,
right?
Joe. I knew you had to put the joke in.
Hey, that's why I invented the term.
Yeah. No. All jokes aside, I mean, I get the free speech. I can't elaborate it any more than I am. I get the free speech. I get the, freedom to express yourself. I get all that. I get why Elon Musk had wanting to basically establish that on his platform. But what's going on platforms like X and even Facebook and other platforms with this type of behavior, these are the accounts that they have to look at, because this is dangerous, guys, and it has to stop. And I hope the current president, Donald J. Trump, is listening in.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's thousands. Hold on, Joe. I know there's thousands upon thousands of podcasts, and it's hard to keep track of each episode. But I mean, literally, Mr. President, please look into this, because it's getting dangerous.
Yeah.
People need to be charged and held responsibly for their actions.
Twitter, I know people like to try to poo-poo the whole Pizzagate conspiracy.
Yeah.
The one instance about a particular pizza parlor indeed was shown to be errant and or, a farce and potentially a swatting type thing. But Pizzagate, I'm sorry, people, it's real. The symbology is there. And pedophilia ran rampant on Twitter before Elon took over.
Oh yeah. I agree with that. But it has to stop. It has to stop. Wes, I want to thank you for coming on, buddy. And
no problem.
Like we have to address people like this. We have to expose them, because if we don't expose them, the behavior is going to continue, and continue until people like myself and other concerned individuals speak up, because this is crazy behavior, man.
Well,
I'm a little fired up, but
that's completely acceptable. But I'm always about solutions, not continually pounding on the problem, right? So this just kind of popped in my head right now is that currently we have all these apps for accessing your doctor, even therapists, right? But what if we could have integrated into these social media platforms, specifically X, where you could actually tap into any time of the day a therapist? So for all these people that are being targeted, harassed, stalked, and all this kind of stuff on these apps, it'd be nice just to hit up your therapist, and kind of deal with it in the moment.
Well, Wes, the mental illness is gone to levels of extremism in the last 15, 20 years. It's gone to levels so far that I don't think I don't even think a mental health counselor or therapist or psychiatrist can help these people. You know what I think can help these people? Nut houses. I've been saying it for years, and I'm sorry I'm using those words, but back in the 60s, hold that thought. Back in the 60s, 70s, and possibly 80s, and going into the early 90s is when they started phasing out. But back in those times, psychiatric hospitals worked. It got all the sick bastards off the streets that are targeting children, that are committing sex trafficking, human trafficking. It got all that off the street. Our streets were actually safe when we got these sick individuals off the streets. It was safe. We didn't have problems. Now we have problems because now everything is about the three little syllables, right, Joe? DEI. That's why. You bring that up, everybody gets super offended, sensitive, triggered, everything. Oh, no, I don't have mental health. Oh, no? Oh, so that's okay behavior?
Well, they don't even want to be called pedophiles anymore, right? They're fat shaming. Oh my God, woke! You can't fat. Some fat people need to be.
Your host so savaged, even the folks over at Spotify are timid to question him. The man behind the mic, Michael Gardner.
It's unhealthy. Lizzo, you're a fat ass. You need to lose weight. You're not healthy. You're not a role model. Pedophilia. They want to be called minor attracted persons now. No, fuck you. You're a pedophile. It's illegal. Statutory rape laws exist. You need to be fucking locked away.
I told you guys, there's a warning, usually we say in this show, this is not your old school grandpappy's talk radio show. Like we air it because we're not afraid to air it. Because if we don't air it, the solution doesn't get fixed, or it doesn't be heard. I'm losing words. I'm fired.
I know we're wrapping up, so let's get Wes's final thoughts here. So I apologize. I did hog too much of the time. I apologize.
That's acceptable. I mean, we all have our outlets, right? And for me and others like us, we do like to chat.
Yeah. And I'm hey Wes, I'm sorry I hope we didn't scare you off, but I mean, like I said, we're not your typical podcast, man. We're not even broadcasters. We're shockcasters, right? We're creating the next step of evolution into podcasting, So,
well, I've definitely had my experience with my own podcast that I co-founded with a friend in Upper Michigan.
There you go. Get it out of there.
Hey, kind of one of my neighbors, my UP neighbor. I'm in Detroit.
Okay, yeah. So my friend about 4 or 5 years ago moved from Texas up into Gaylord, Michigan. So shout out to Gaylord, Michigan.
Love Gaylord. Great place.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And don't let the name fool you. It's not a LGBTQ elemental XY plus minus equal community.
Yeah. This is Joe. Joe, a 60-something-year-old man with a 12-year-old mindset. We love him. Anyway,
well, this shit gets my blood boiling.
It
when
does.
You're fucking with kids, literally and figuratively. My fucking blood boils. Leave the fucking children to be children.
That's
Those
right.
that you're not killing, you fucking leftard, murdering bastard cult.
That's right. And, guys, if you go to our audio platform, we will put a special hotline in where you can actually report people if you are concerned like we are, if you want this to stop. There will be a special hotline in our show notes on our audio page on Spotify and countless other platforms. Wes, I want to thank you, buddy, for coming on, and I want to give you 1 minute or less to plug your podcast and some of your content where they can check you out, man.
Well, okay, so we're not doing podcasts anymore because my co-founder.
Shit. Take it out.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Okay.
My co-founder ended up with cancer, and so we kind of put everything on the shelf there for a while.
I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences go to your family.
Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's really
I didn't choose this hairdo, leukemia, so I'm a cancer survivor. So thoughts and prayers to them. But what is the name of the podcast anyway? They can find the history of it.
That is true. It's called the Mentor Project. So if you look up Mentor Project on all of your podcasting platforms, you should be able to find us.
I appreciate it for coming on, Wes. And hey, man, keep that fight up, man. You see anybody for that matter. You see this type of behavior on social media or even out in the general public, report it, guys, because if it doesn't get reported, the behavior continues. The more we report, the more we can get these people off the streets and jail and mental asylums where they belong, because it needs to stop. Thanks very much, Wes, for coming on, buddy, and I much good luck into everything you're doing. I'm out of words. I'm fired up because of topics like this. Yeah.
My pleasure there. My pleasure, Mike and Joe. It's been a pleasure being on your show.
Yeah, and thank you. Let me personally also thank you, Wes. Again, we do a lot of fun stuff around here, but we also very much want to do the important things like this. Like Mike says, Savage says, you're not going to get this kind of stuff and talk elsewhere. And as a Christian, messing with kids. I'm seriously, this is a fucking important show for people.
Absolutely.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.